Welcome to the Langston Hughes High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2020, where Mr. Charles Chester serves as principal and Kimberly Dove and Linda Bryant serve as our Fulton County Schools board members. Dr. Mike Looney leads our school district as the superintendent. Today represents a culmination of a commitment to achievement, scholarship, and hard work among members of the class of 2020. Our seniors have met the requirements to become graduates of our institution and begin to make their way in the world. At this time, please stand for the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, Langston Hughes Student Government Association President Nicole Marie Acevedo Rosa will deliver the commencement welcome.
Welcome graduates, family, friends, and staff. Though these are unorthodox methods, I welcome you to see the class of 2020's last steps before entering a new and unknown world. When the year started, the senior class wanted this to be a memorable year in Langston Hughes High School graduating history, yet we would have never imagined it would be unforgettable due to a pandemic. Dreaming during uncertain times takes a great deal of courage, yet the class of 2020 has been doing so since their birth. Ever since our birth, we have grown up witnessing one tragic event after the other without a clear concept of stability. Nonetheless, we can proudly say we are the most resilient and adaptable class of all. This is our time, and even if it feels normal, it is not normal. There is only change, resistance to it, and more change. The road that lies ahead won't be easy. There will be obstacles, there will be missed exits, there will be potholes, and there will be roadblocks. There will be times when each of us will feel like we cannot possibly go on. There will also be times when each of us will feel like we are alone, backed up against the wall. But we are not alone. We are all in this journey together. We've made it this far, so why should we back out now? Nothing worthwhile is easy, and that includes making the most out of our lives. But that doesn't mean we give up on ourselves. We will keep pushing because we know we can achieve our dreams and because we are worth it. When times get hard, think about everything you have endured throughout your life. Think you have overcome and garner strength from it. While we reflect upon yesterday, appreciate today, and anticipate tomorrow, it's also important to recognize that for those who have gone through much, much is expected from them. That means we can no longer be self-focused, but also strive to make the world a better place for those around us. If we can achieve that, it's not only yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but it's also forever. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Langston Hughes High School Senior Class President, Kennedy Goodwin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered here today to honor the distinguished graduating class of 2020. Although difficult times fostered by the COVID-19 outbreak and social distancing guidelines have cut our senior year short and altered the traditional approach to graduation, Langston Hughes High School has decided to honor our class in an innovative and health-cautious way. The class of 2020 has battled against all odds and has reached one of the greatest milestones of our lives, graduating and moving on to life after high school. We've ultimately survived the abrupt end to one of the biggest chapters of our lives. We didn't get to attend prom, the senior picnic, or the senior week scheduled for April. We didn't get to hug our favorite teachers goodbye or brag about college acceptances or Decoration Day. We didn't get to participate in the end of the year festivities, put on our last play, or finish our final seasons. We've also survived long hours of homework and going to sleep at 3 a.m., along with never-ending projects and 60-question tests at 8 in the morning. In the last few months, we mastered the challenge of online classes and staying motivated to finish strong. Overall, as a class and as individuals, we've overcome struggles both academic and personal. We have navigated the complicated journey of our teenage years and transformed into the people we are today. I know as we travel through adulthood and other milestones in our lives, we can accomplish any goal or overcome any obstacle put in our way. And for the classmates who are no longer with us, they are never forgotten as we carry them through their legacies and accomplishments we make. As class president and a fellow graduate, I wish you all the best of luck in any endeavor you pursue, and always remember, Panther Pride never dies. Thank you.
At this time, Principal Charles Chester will deliver his principal's address.
Good afternoon, I'm Charles Chester, the very proud principal of Langston Hughes High School. I'm honored to stand before you to honor the 2020 graduates of Panther Nation. 413 proud scholars have pushed through adversity, hills and valleys, trials and triumphs to the apex of their high school careers. Thank you to the families and friends who have supported these scholars through the first 12 years of their educational journey. This is only the beginning for them. These lifelong learners will continue to grow and develop as leaders of the free world. Graduates, please join me in a round of applause to thank your family and friends for their support for your special moment. We have some very special guests who have contributed to this ceremony. I would like to thank and welcome all members of the Fulton County Board of Education. A special thanks and welcome goes to Ms. Linda Bryant, District 4 Representative and Board Vice President, Dr. Mike Looney, Fulton County School Superintendent, Dr. Jima Whitaker, Area Superintendent of the South Learning Community, and Ron Maxwell, Area Executive Director of the South Learning Community. I would also like to acknowledge our Senior Assistant Principal, Dr. Mashawn Duncan Young, as well as our 9th grade through 11th grade Assistant Principals, Mr. Rodney Jones, Mr. Antonio Grant, and Ms. Rashida Armstrong. Our counselors have worked countless hours to make sure that our scholars have been set up for lifelong success. Ms. Hope Warwell serves as our head counselor and one of the 3 senior counselors. Ms. Felina Lewis and Mr. Patrick Greenaway are also senior counselors. Ms. Jaria Watkins and Ms. Ashton Cotton are 9th and 10th grade counselors. Ms. Munda Lott, Ms. Tamara Combs, Ms. Sandra Allen, Ms. Gilda Beavers, Ms. Tanya Brown, and Ms. Geraldine Forts have also supported scholars as members of the Student Services team. Our senior sponsors have diligently worked to support our seniors this year. Mr. Ryan Hare and Mr. Chancellor Mills have led this work alongside administrators Ms. Kristen Green and Dr. Yvonne Ison. The Langston Hughes faculty and staff members have nurtured you and have watched you grow to greatness. They are smiling and pleased with your growth and development. At this time, please pause for a moment of silence for the Panthers that were not able to physically continue this journey alongside you. They are our brothers, sisters, and beloved scholars. They have a special place in our hearts and minds. They are forever with us and will never be forgotten. Thank you. Class of 2020, it has been my privilege to serve you as your principal this year. You are my first class, and I will cherish you as my first class and as if you were my last. Who knows what the future will hold? We will not gloss over this moment in anticipation for what is to come. You deserve our undivided attention right now. You hold a very special place in my heart because you have allowed me to enter your lives during a very important stage of it. I cherish every handshake, every embrace, the plain ones, and especially the signature ones. Although I'm unable to embrace you now, the ones we did exchange have a permanent place in my memory. Every head nod, every smile, every laugh, and every LeBron James joke means the world to me. Every award, honor, distinction, touchdown, buzzer beater, flip will be forever cemented in the legacy of Langston Hughes High School. You are the 11th graduating class of LHHS. You are artists, scholars, and athletes. 59 of you are in dual enrollment. 31 of you have earned associate's degrees. One of you is the GADOE's English Language Learner of the Year. One of you is a Gates Scholarship finalist. Collectively, you are undergraduates, National Honor Society members, Tri-M Music Honor Society members, National Art Honor Society members, National French Art Honor Society members, Fine Arts Honor Society members, International Thespian Honor Society members, CTA Pathway Completers, JRTC Cadets, Avid Scholars, SGA Student Leaders, Region and State Basketball Champions, Track Medalists, Aero Academy Leaders, Military Enlistees, Scholarship Recipients, and you epitomize the definition of scholar. Even with all those great descriptors, you are certainly more than meets the eye, and your combined skills and talents will transform this world. You are more than your vibrant demeanor. You are more than your grades. You are more than your trophies, banners, and championships. You are more than the drip and the Jordan 1s you put me onto. You can't be measured by TikTok views or Instagram likes. You are more than what popularity can measure. You are created for greatness, and greatness is what we need from you in this time. You were crafted from the ashes of 9/11 and completed your ultimate training to face the world in a post-pandemic stage. You will determine the new normal and correct many of the errors left uncorrected by generations before you. You are the seed sown for a new and improved future. In this fractured and damaged nation, you are the remedy. What you have inside of you is the answer to the world that surrounds you. Your impact will outweigh that of any vaccine or stimulus package. Your positive influence will not be quarantined. You will question the status quo and change the narrative that threatens equality. You will stand on the shoulders of greats and reach heights they could not imagine. I have no doubt you will fulfill the dreams of Dr. Martin Luther King. Those dreams will not be deferred. You will heal this fractured world. Your perseverance, respect, intelligence, dignity, and excellence will introduce you to the world really soon. We've witnessed it here, and I have no doubt that Panther Pride will grow this world to greatness. Class of 2020 simply said, I love you, I cherish you, I salute you. Congratulations, you are pride personified.
Please welcome to the stage Langston Hughes High School Class of 2020 Salutatorian Sydney Jemiah Johnson for words of encouragement.
Before I begin, I would like to thank God, my family, my peers, and the faculty and staff here at Langston Hughes High School. Your continuous support and love is what allowed me to stand here today as your salutatorian. Most importantly, I would like to congratulate the entire class of 2020 on today. To the class of 2020, whether our circumstances have brought you sadness, frustration, disappointment, or even pain, I'm here to remind you that we are making history. We are the first class to have a virtual graduation, and people will never forget that. Someday, everything will make perfect sense. Laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. Instead of dwelling on things that are beyond our control, I advise you to change your perspective on things and take a look at the lessons that can be learned. I would like to share with you 3 of the important lessons I've gained over the past 2 months and encourage you to take them along with you as you embark on your future endeavors. Number 1, never take things for granted. I can remember the countless amount of times I've heard or even said to myself, I'm ready to graduate, or I'm tired of school, or is it 3:30 yet? But I can tell you now, if only I was able to see my peers one more time, because there's no telling when and if we'll ever see each other again. If only I was able to sit in Dr. Williams' class one more time and rant about my grades. If only I could cheer at another sporting event. If only I could stand at the Panther one last time. It's the simple moments we often underestimate the value of. I encourage you to cherish every second because you don't know what's in store, which brings me to my second point. Things will not always go as planned. There will be moments in life where you have to sit back and take a deep breath, or in my case, many deep breaths, and realign or readjust things. Luckily, we will have an advantage with this step. As teenagers, you've weathered a crisis, a whole global pandemic in the middle of your senior year. This allows you to have one up on many people. So in the future, your next crisis or inconvenience won't seem so hard because you've learned to pick up and keep going despite a bump in the road. Lastly, take note that some of your highest accomplishments will not be celebrated, but that does not mean you did not accomplish them. A ceremony does not depict or validate the accomplishments one has achieved. You went through 13 years of school and you've come this far, so no one can take that away from you. Sometimes you have to reward yourself because you truly know the worth of your work and efforts. So to the class of 2020, as your salutatorian, I salute you. In case no one has told you lately, I am proud of you. Your hard work and dedication over the past years has not been overlooked. Everything you worked so hard for has not been taken away. Although it's not how we would have imagined it, or can it be replaced, this is still a time for celebration. Again, congratulations to the class of 2020. We did it.
Well done, Sydney. You inspire us all. And now, Langston Hughes High School class of 2020 valedictorian EDhear-Patrice James will deliver the challenge to the class.
When I found out I was valedictorian, I was shocked. I had no idea I held the top spot because I wasn't trying to take it. I wasn't in the race to be val. I wasn't competing against my classmates. I was competing against myself. I was minding my business, doing my work, and living my life. I didn't worry about what others were doing. That's why I have this title. When you worry about others, you lose sight of yourself. My class consists of many sad and upset scholars. We didn't have the senior year we imagined and deserved. Prom, graduation, senior activities, and extra time with friends to make memories before we all go our separate ways were taken from us. There was nothing we could do to stop that from happening. However, that's life. Sometimes things that are out of your control happen, and as bad as you want to change them, you can't. The only thing you can do is move forward. Besides, our senior year wasn't all bad. It was fun while it lasted. We made memories, bonded, and got lit. But most importantly, we graduated. We didn't let Rona stop us from getting our diplomas. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We're walking into summer 2020. And I don't know about you, but ain't nothing keeping me in the house. So, look forward. Look at the summer to come, the college journey you're about to start, or the path you're carving out for yourself. Despite what the movies say, high school is not the best years of your life. The best days yet to come. And if you stay sad for too long, you'll miss it. We have amazing lives ahead of us, and it's time to start living them. So, to the class of 2020, congratulations. We did it, and we out.
Over the past 4 years, students have worked diligently to achieve new academic heights and prepare for a successful college and professional career. We will now recognize students for their achievements, honors, and awards. Please welcome Principal Charles Chester.
Seniors, it is clear to see that you have accomplished a lot during your careers here. There are some special awards that I would like to recognize. The valedictorian is the scholar with the highest ranking grade point average among their graduating class. The valedictorian has sacrificed much to demonstrate the level of excellence that is required to attain this distinction. Consistency, commitment, dedication are all prerequisites that manifest into overall greatness. This year's valedictorian is none other than EDhear James. The Salutatorian is the scholar who ranks second highest in the graduating class. The commitment, dedication, and sacrifice is second to none. This year's Salutatorian is highly exceptional because she has accomplished this in an entire year early. This year's Salutatorian is none other than Sydney Johnson. To obtain the Star Student nomination, high school scholars must have the highest score on any single test date of the SAT taken through the November test date of their senior year and be in the top 10% or top 10 students of their class based on grade point average. This criterion is not easy to meet. Ariana Edwards has exceeded this criterion and represents this class as its star student. All right, star seniors are graduating seniors who are high achievers with unique stories to tell. They are students who are graduating against all odds. They are students who are in the top percentile of graduates and are finishing high school while navigating challenging circumstances. This year's star senior is none other than our SGA president, Nicole Acevedo-Rosa. The Principal's Cup Award is considered an honor of the highest order. The Principal's Award celebrates outstanding achievement by a dedicated student in the realms of academics, sports, the arts, and other contributions to the school. This student is a leader and personifies Panther Pride. Not only has this student made this class better, she's actually made me better as a principal. The scholar is none other than Kennedy Williams. The AJC Cup began in 1927 and is one of the oldest news organization award programs in the country. This prestigious award honors one individual chosen by a school's faculty and administration who best represents academic excellence, leadership, community service, and extracurricular involvement. The AJC also recognizes each winner in the newspaper and on ajc.com. Our AJC Cup winner has had an immeasurable impact on not only our current staff and student body, but her contributions will benefit Langston Hughes High School for years to come. This year's AJC Cup winner is Nicole Acevedo-Rosa. The GADOE English Learner of the Year is given to English learners in their senior year who have been nominated by their school system and who have met the established criterion of excellence. Fatima Daraming is this year's GADOE English Language Learner of the Year. Outstanding athletes are well-rounded students that grow to great success in life. The life lessons learned through athletics can directly translate into the skills that are needed to be successful adults. Scholars that excel in academics and athletics are especially equipped to lead their generations. We have many scholars that can be described in this way. Two scholars stand out due to their excellence on and off the field: achievements, sportsmanship, and leadership. Our outstanding female scholar athlete is our salutatorian, Miss Sydney Johnson. Our outstanding male scholar athlete is the intelligent and respectful Mr. Lionel Phillips III. The arts are a very important part of life and especially molding scholars that will be stars, writers, and composers of our future. Our fine arts program boasts immensely talented scholars. These scholars display talents in many different forms. They artistically represent the culture and depictions of this era at LHHS. We would like to recognize two scholars that have demonstrated excellence in the arts at the highest level. Our Fine Arts Female Student of the Year is none other than the extremely gifted Kennedy Williams. Our Fine Arts Male Student of the Year is the immensely talented CJ Ume. Please join me in giving a standing ovation to our award recipients. Iron sharpens iron. So please give a round of applause to the scholars that have grown alongside them and pushed them to these distinct levels of excellence. Class of 2020, you are what growing to greatness looks like.
At this time, we will take a look back at our distinguished class in pictures. Enjoy the reflections of the class of 2020. What an outstanding and high-achieving class! We will now have a special message from Fulton County Schools Superintendent, Dr. Mike Looney.
As the superintendent of Fulton County Schools, I hereby certify that all members present for the class of 2020 have fulfilled the requirements established by the Fulton County Board of Education and are therefore eligible to receive their diploma and certificates.
At this time, we will now hear from Fulton County Schools District 4 Board Member and Vice Chair Linda Bryant for the conferring and certification of the diplomas for the Langston Hughes High School Class of 2020.
As a member of the Fulton County Board of Education, I am pleased to certify that all students presented for the high school diploma have earned all the rights and privileges associated with Fulton County Schools diploma in the state of Georgia. Parents, relatives, and friends, also faculty, we are proud to present the graduating class of 2020.
And now the moment that we have been waiting for. It is an honor and a pleasure to announce the graduates of the Langston Hughes High School Class of 2020. As your name is called, please stand to be honored for receiving your diploma. Danielle James. Sydney Johnson. Nicole Acevedo Rosa. Cameron Akbar. Angelia Batiste. Anya Bostic. Cameron Carlton. Ariana Edwards. Devontae Few. Danley Francis II, Evian Grant, Anissa Hamilton, Malaya Hobbs, Zanice Jackson, Jordan Marshall, Takira Mathis, Happiness Okonkwo, Yasmin Palmer, Victor Shepard, Fatina Sulamana, Adrian Thomas, Tiana Troutman, Seth Vaughn, Aaliyah Vernon, Aaliyah Walters, Tavion Henderson, Shamari Johnson, Victory Wagidi, Dalil Brown, Christian Fields, Travis Barber, Nia Parham, Dela Boyer, Anthony Craig, Fatima Darame, Stephanie Diaz, Alyssa Fields, Aria Fisher, Kennedy Goodwin, Alexis Harris, Michelle Hernandez, Zyquan Holmes, Sky Jackson, Mariana Jacobs, Calencia Jones, Zaria Lamar, Delilah Little, Jonkunda Makalu, Montserrat Martinez, Abigail Matthias, Quindasia McGinty, Ayana Montgomery, Naeem Muhammad, Eunice Okai, Yaren Olmos, Kadarius Parker, Shania Farms, Lionel Phillips III, Angela Paz, Dr. Anna Rogers, Shawnee St. Louis, Edward Sanchez, Samuel Sanchez, Amadou Sow, Maya Stallings, Cortez Taylor, Jakari Turner, Shalaya Turner, Ambria Watson, Michael Wells Coleman, Kennedy Williams, Michaela Wilson, Kaya Cleghorn, Enya Collier, Estelle Foster, Alejandro Gonzalez, Alejandro Hurtado Arenas, David Ingram, Angelica Lopez, Sage Odds, Cassandra Romero, Jesus Santoyo Cordoba, Emmanuel Tigwe, Victoria Webb, Shakina Wilson, Senia Yates, Desire Cleveland, Galen Reynolds, Tyrus Bell, Jarrell Berger Jr., Janiyah Booker, Solomon Bridges, Naya Fitzgerald, Kezia Hart, Kayla Hughes, Darian Jones, Nicholas Moss, Tommy Robbins, Kyron Alexander, Diakil Allen, Daviana Allen, Jordan Allen, Ryan Anderson, Zaya Armour, Destiny Arnold, Ty Askins, Mariama Balde, Tierra Banks, Raven Barnes, Kaviana Beasley, Maxwell Bediaco, Dylan Bellard, Kiana Benton, Quintarius Benton, Shalise Brandon, Jared Brent, Chloe Bridges, Akira Brinson, Janiyah Britt, Kiera Brooks, Aiden Brown, Ashanti Brown, Devontae Brown, Jaquil Bryant, Ariel Keynes, Dontrez Calhoun, Amadeus Carr, Ziana Carrera, Chantal Carroll, Rodney Carter, Patrick Carter Jr., Jamaria Clark, Michael Colbert Jr., Akira Coleman, Imari Cook, Rajiria Cook, Angel Copeland, Rubicelia Cruz, Tamara Daniel, Desmond Daniels, Aaliyah Davis, Christian Davis, Ebony Davis, Talia Davis, Neria Delmore, Alicia Dorsey, Kobe Dorsey, Miracle Dunn, Deontay Dye, Jeremy Elston, Jerron Floyd, Inaya Folk, Deshaun Foster, Davion Frederick, Jalen Gamble, Jasmine Elise Garner, Dariah Gary, Ida George, Terry Gilbert, Lanique Glosson, Aja Gomez, Christopher Gonzalez, Kayla Goodwin, Nehemiah Goodwin, Lauren Guilford, Anthony Harris, Olivia Harris Ferguson, Justin Head, Joy Heath, Joshua Henry Ofongo, Chase Hill, Martavia Hinton, Jason Hobbs, Caleb Hutchins, Amir Jackson, Janai Jackson, Kason Jennings, Elisa Johnson, Alexis Jones, Christopher Jones, Enrique Jones, Kiwana Jones, Melanie Jones, Chloe Jordan, Zakiria Jordan, Eric Keepler II, Zakiah Kelly, Aloysius Kelly, Jasmine Kent, Aaliyah Kidd, Alasia King, Jalen King, Larisha Kinsey, Tamisha Langford, Kobe Logan, Shantavis Madison, Ashanti Mason, Ariana Massey, Rodriguez Matthews Jr., Jamonta McDade, Kingston McKenzie, Ania Miles, D'Angelo Ming, Damian Moon, Javier Moore, Ayana Morrison, Nikaya Morrison, Patrice Moses, Zahira Mubarak, Fatima Olmos, Raymond Osborne, Christopher Page, Cameron Parks, Kayla Partridge, Jerome Patton Jr., Nigel Penn, Karina Perez, Jasmine Phillips, Tiana Pleasant, Samaya Pope, Xavion Prass, Tamisha Pryor, Stephanie Ramirez, Carlos Redding, Anaya Reed, Tierra Reed, Takaya Revere, Oticia Richards, Travis Rivers Jr., Leah Rochelle, Delia Ross, Joshua Roxbury, Sierra Russell, Dryquan Sanders, Cortez Sanford, Sarah Senkishi, Sekou Savan, Inaya Scruggs, Justin Sherrier, Malik Shipman, Zamaya Smith, Kennedy Spencer, Jalen Stewart, Tatiana Sturkey, Jalen Tate, Kristen Thompson, Tyrek Thompson, Kiara Thornton, Sean Tilley Jr., Secoria Tomes, Alexis Townsend, Tiara Troutman, Caden Tucker, C.J. Ume, Carla Vasquez, Anasia Villarreal, Justin Waits, Asia Walker, Cameron Walker, Lloyd Wallace III, Dorian Ware, Jada Warren, Azane Wathi, Adana Watkins, Tierney Webb, Ronisha Ware, Jalen Wells, Zakayla West, Rodriana White, Zadrian White Jr., Demias Williams, Jalen Williams, Justin Williams, Cameron Williams, Van Cleveland Williams Jr., Victor Williams Jr., Phoenicia Willis, Tiana Willis, Kyla Wright, Anderson Acosta, Corey Alexander, Esther Babalola, Keanthony Bailey, Dewan Black, Brandon Bolden, Paisha Bonner, Angel Bostick, Kentavious Booknight, Marcus Bozeman, Joshua Butts, Isaac Carrasco, De'Ara Clark, Nyla Cobb, Quentravion Collier, Alfonso Crumpton, Gabrielle Dallas, Paul Davis, Emmanuel Dickerson, Isaiah Doncourt, Asia Dramé, Jadai Evans, Chris Anthony Ford II. Esmeralda Franco. Devontae Gear. Daniel Graves. Dennis Graves. Brian Henry. Jocelyn Herring. Nathaniel Hill. San Antonio Holmes III. Charles Jameson III. Christian Jimenez. Mohammed Kita. Marcus Kimball. Malik King. Tyshawn Lee. Brian Marin. Samuel McDaniel. Joshua McFadden. Rehana Muhammad. Allison Murray. Philippe Rendon. Julian Sarmiento. Clarel Simeon. Demetrius Smith. Jaquan Stewart. Kamisha Thornton. Chastity Velez Thompson. Corey Walker Jr. India Walker. Elijah Watts. Quantavius Williams. Jayla Woolbright. Juan Avina. Khalil Cornwell. Treasure Hall. Kiesia Hodo. DeQuavius Jackson. Jeremiah Pitchford III. Montarius Proctor. Kendall Robinson. Kaylee Robinson. Travis Robinson Jr. James Scott Jr. Darianius Stewart. Jemiah Terrell. Stephanie Vasquez de Santos. Jemiah Walker. Lavon Boone. Charles Branch III. Zolani Brown. Nasir Buddington. Brianna Chambers. Nia Clark. Cody Coward. Daisha Davis. Jeremiah Durham, Quincy Edwards, Asada Fofana, Jordan Ford, Ashley Freeman, Tatiana Gonzalez, Haley Griffin, Michael Hamlet, Trayvon Hardy, Alexis Hurd, Cynthia Huendo, Sanchez Humphrey, Trevor Johnson, Ishmael Jones, Eric Nunez Cruz, Daniel Ortiz, Emiliano Ortiz, Janaya Palacios, Treyon Parker, Rohan Petgrave, Renard Ray, Nadira Rudd, Charles Rush, Christopher Samuel Jr., Jazari Taylor, Jayla Watson, Victoria Whetstone, Tadia Whitaker, Damani Williams Kelly. Congratulations to the Langston Hughes graduating class of 2020. We would like to give a special spotlight to the 31 students receiving their high school diploma and associate's degree concurrently. Education, then, beyond all other devices of human origin, is the greatest equalizer of the conditions of men, the balance wheel of the social machinery. Work in silence and let your success be your noise. Make some noise, graduates. Congratulations! We will now have the turning of the tassels by senior class sponsors, Mr. Ryan Hare and Mr. Chancellor Mills.
Join us for the turning of your tassels. LHHS.
Nice job, class of 2020. At this time, please stand and join us in the singing of the Alma Mater. All hail to Langston Hughes. Please welcome to the stage Area Superintendent Dr. Jima Whitaker.
Greetings, class of 2020. On behalf of President Bernath, Vice President Bryant, and Dr. Looney, our superintendent, congratulations and well done. Well done, although you may feel extreme loss. We cannot replace those rites of passage moments, such as the senior prom, senior prank day, or even your senior skip day. But I tell you, what you have found is much, much more than you realize. What you have found, no one else can take from you. See, you have found friends. You have found the friends that you've had don't rush challenges with, the friends that you've had Instagram parties, and then, of course, all of the friends that you've connected with, but yet you've been socially distant. See, you found family. The family that you've been sheltered in place with have created memories that no one can take from you. And class of 2020, most importantly, you found resilience. Resilience is the process of adapting well in the face of adversity. And you have done that tremendously. See, you have been resilient as you turned on remote learning so that you could gather those final credits and get across this stage. It is that resilience that you will take to college, the military, and even into the workforce. Class of 2020, this is what you found. In conclusion, 2020 is best known for perfect vision. And to the Langston class of 2020, I too have found something. I found your results. See, you have taken the test, you've passed, and guess what? Your vision, your future is bright and beautiful. Well done.
Congratulations to the class of Langston Hughes, class of 2020. What an impressive achievement. Now go forth and take on the world.